Welcome back to Dream Does Game. Dream here playing a new game today. Well, a new old game today. It's a game called The Witness. It is a first-person puzzle game. Pretty critically acclaimed. And it came out, I don't know, I want to say like 6 to 8 years ago. I don't honestly know. I've never played through it all, but I have watched a few playthroughs of it, and it's just such an interesting game that I thought I would actually give it a go and try to complete it. Maybe not 100% it, but complete the at least the story mode and everything with it. So here we are. So it's a pretty basic game, or pretty straightforward game. I don't have here 1 second. Reticle subtitles. Yeah. All right. There we go. Help keep it focused in where we're going and what we're doing. So you'll see that that's basically the game right there. That is the game. You'll find these panels with some sort of maze on them, and it's going to introduce different mechanics as we go through. Fun. Let's come from the blackness. There's a lot of things. So like this one now. So it was a line. So now it's a line and a curve. Still one straight line. But then we get to come out to this nice, super nice, colorful place. And yeah, this is one reason why I like this game so much, is the scenery. The scenery's nice. My field of view's at 90. I found putting it at 90 was pretty good. So we have places that are locked out. So like, hey, here's a gate. Can't go through the gate. Here's a panel. Can't use the panel. I mean, you can use it, but you can only you can't really use it. Oops, wrong button. So we need to find all these different wires. Where did they go? And let's open them up. So this one's not open, or can't be opened yet, so we just have to follow these, and alright, so this all goes back to this one. But now you have a maze. Basic maze, but a maze. So you have an exit, an entrance and an exit. Then we come over here, and they just get more and more complex. And these are all the same puzzles every time. However, there are mods for like randomizers and whatnot. So if you have played this before, you can play through it again with randomizer. But see, now these have all come on, and we've unlocked one panel. Head out over here. But this game, it's very, very philosophical. Alright, so this way. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is solve them backwards. Oh, that was that. Alright, so the other one went somewhere this way. You have these little chairs and little zen spots. I don't know, it's a nice, like, relaxing game. This little pond, or garden. Alright. Alright, and then you'll notice here, there's 2 wires going in and out, and one's going out that way. So, first thing we want to do here is solve the down. Because the down is what's going to... Nice little couch and everything. The down is what's going to bring us over here and open up this panel. So now we can go, whee, we've done it. We can now get through here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's just like we're in this little castle thing full of this little Zen garden and stuff. One thing to remember to do is to solve it the other way here. Because that goes somewhere, and we'll find that out later. But there's a whole bunch of hidden things in this game too, which we'll see shortly here. But yeah, that's basically tutorial land. This is how you progress through the game. You do some panels, you go through the locked area. Oh yeah, see, we're no longer using that, but it's still solved. So that's mechanics that we have to look at. It teaches us mechanics every time that we do these. You might have to solve something and then do something on another panel and then change it so that both panels are where they need to be. Yeah, so there's always like these little alcoves and stuff. There's lots of cool little, you can run off to the sides. Kind of really go wherever you want to, as long as you know how to solve the puzzles. But here's one thing that I wanted to show you guys. That is, here we go. Here's the world. It's very nice. Little peak there with something on it. Little village or something over there. Water, little bay. But everywhere, like we have like a fall, autumn forest over there. Every section of this world is a little bit different. It's like we're in a little castle here. Over there's a village. Over there's this little rocky outpost. Over there's a mountain. And each of these areas will have different style of puzzles. But this is what I wanted to show. So, roll on out here. Please do not spoil anything in the chat. I played this I've seen playthroughs of it. So nothing is really spoiled for me, but for other users. However, if you do notice any of these little voice recorders here, USB sticks, that I miss in the episode, please point it out, because I do want to try and collect them all. I don't know where all of them are, so if you do notice it and I don't, point it out in the chat with the timestamp, and welcome back.
I am standing on the threshold about to enter a room. It is a complicated business. In the first place, I must shove against an atmosphere pressing with a force of 14 pounds on every square inch of my body. I must make sure of landing on a plank, traveling at 20 miles a second around the sun. A fraction of a second too early or too late, the plank would be miles away. I must do this whilst hanging from a round planet head outward into space and with a wind of ether blowing at no one knows how many miles a second through every interstice of my body. The plank has no solidity of substance. To step on it is like stepping on a swarm of flies. Shall I not slip through? No. If I make the venture, one of the flies hits me and gives me a boost up again. I fall again and am knocked upwards by another fly, and so on. I may hope that the net result will be that I remain about steady, but if, unfortunately, I should slip through the floor or be boosted too violently up to the ceiling, the occurrence would be not a violation of the laws of nature, but a rare coincidence. These are some of the minor difficulties. I ought really to look at the problem four-dimensionally as concerning the intersection of my world line with that of the plane. Then again, it is necessary to determine in which direction the entropy of the world is increasing in order to make sure that my passage over the threshold is an entrance, not an exit. Verily, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a scientific man to pass through a door. And whether the door be barn door or church door, it might be wiser that he should consent to be an ordinary man and walk in, rather than wait till all the difficulties involved in a really scientific ingress are resolved. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
Yeah, so you're gonna get these voice recorders that have all these types of philosophical quotes or scientific things on them, and they're just meant to have you think. I'll comment on some of them as we get to them. Some of them are pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to for some, but some do. I have some opinions on some of them, and others I don't. Or it might be my first time hearing them, so I don't really know. Oh yeah, see, here's another one right there. These things are hidden. So there's lots of hidden things in this game. It's a nice frame there. I like that. Frame that. Cool. Alright. So every time I do get one of these, I'll be quiet for the majority of it. So you guys can listen to the quote, people talking. They got some nice voice actors, so yeah.
Through many births, I have wandered on and on, searching for, but never finding, the builder of this house.
Oh, okay, that one's a short one. Got it. Usually they have a quote and stuff at the end. So, like, who did that? Wonder if they did it themselves then. It's always a possibility. Some cool things here. There is one major thing about this game too, in which I don't want to spoil it yet, because we'll get to it eventually. Maybe you guys can spot it at some point here. Oh, yeah, so is this? Oh, you can't even reach that one, so you have to get it from that side. Okay. Cool. Nothing else up there, but it's all about perspectives, right? So maybe you look at something in a different way, and that's one of the challenges of this game is, how do you solve all the things? Have you learned how to solve all the things? Do you know how to solve them all? Do you have to look at it differently? It's kind of little dock there and everything. Little pieces of stone, rocks in the water. The imagery here, though, is very nice. Oh yeah, so here we go. So this is where that ribbon came out of the castle, and it unlocked a gate. So stuff like that, right? Here we go. Let's do a check about what's over here. I'm gonna plan on having these about a half hour or so long, but depends on everything too, on if we're in the middle of like a section that I want to finish off or something like that. Alright, so here comes a new puzzle. So, we have the exit, but obviously if we go there, it's not going to work. And there's a reason for that. And if you see all these dots, it's because you have to collect them all. How do I know this? Because I played this before. How do you know this? Through either experimentation or by getting to the section that teaches you about those. It's kind of neat over here too. Oh yeah, just a close-up view. This is also one of the other panels that are secrets, I guess. Sweet. I honestly do not understand them. I don't know why that one solved there, but doesn't solve there, but doesn't solve there. It only solves that way. My guess is it looks like an arrow, so you must go that way until you can't. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I don't know if you actually if there's actually any tutorials on these ones either, because these ones are kind of like hidden puzzles to find. Oh yeah, here we go. We have another one of these. Nope, can't do that. Can't do it that way. Nope, can't do it that way either. Something. Nope. How do we go about this one? That's close. Alright. Why can't I figure this one out? Maybe we have to go, like, this way? Like, if we could come through there, that'd be great. Like, here we go. But you can't go over your lines. Okay, well, how about if we start... Oh. Something like that. Could we do that? Yes. There we go. Look at that. We've solved it. We are smart. Sometimes, for being just mazes, sometimes they take a few minutes to do. Looking at them in certain ways and whatnot, so we went over that way. Trying to figure out all these, like, what you need to do in order to do them all. So we're just closer perspectives here. Okay. We got this little thing over here. Alright. This is also a spot that you might not know what to do. And that's the idea behind the game. Is you'll learn how to do these. In fact, pretty sure you'll learn how to do them just up there. So why don't we do that? I know we kind of skipped that, but you saw there was the white and the black. So we have these like tutorial screens. So alright, let's do this. Alright, why doesn't that one work? Doing it that way. You go from here to the exit, but this one worked here to the exit. Well, maybe it's because we split. So what happens if we split white and black? So same thing here. Like if we do that, no, okay. So what's it saying there? We have to split all the white from all the black. Okay. How about in a case like this? Well, we're still splitting it all. What about in a case like this? Well, we're doing the same thing, but in an opposite way. Now, how do you do this? Well, you probably still need to just split white and black. Okay, so this is something different. So we actually have to go around this way. There we go. And then this is a more fun one. Now we're grouping them all. But now we know how to do that. So then we can come back over here and go, alright, so we need to, one, we need to get all the black dots, but two, we also need to split white and black. And here's one of the other things too. There's many starting points here. So we have to look at it and go, where can we start from? And the answer is generally pretty obvious. We really can't start here, because how do you separate these whites and blacks if you do that? Well, you can't. How do you start here? Well, you can't separate these two then. How do you start here? Well, you can't pick up both of those. So we must start here. And if we must start here, we have to go that way to get that one, and then we have to go this way to get this one. So what do we do there? Well, we can do something like this to separate those, and then we only have whites on the inside and the blacks on the outside of the line, right? There we go. Yeah. Nope. And that's the thing with this. It's going to keep adding more and more colors to it, so you have to do it with more and more things and try and do it, and they just become way more complex. Hello, tree. Oh, haha. That's cool. See, perspectives. Perspectives matter. There, looks like a tree, fully bloomed. Here, looks like a stick. That's cool. Wonder if we can actually get up there. So this is one of the other things that we'll need to take note of as well. This, not a puzzle. This is just a piece of paper. But we'll need to know, we'll have to remember this for later. So, we'll come back. How did I miss the door? Alright, I want to just see something really quick. Can we get up there and check this out? I don't know if I ever... I don't think I've ever noticed this before, like coming up from this side. Huh. That's cool. Alright, one other thing while we're over here, because I always remember this one because I've done the beginning parts of this a couple times. So here we go.
The physicist Wolfgang Pauli once spoke of two limiting conceptions, both of which have been extraordinarily fruitful in the history of human thought, although no genuine reality corresponds to them. At one extreme is the idea of an objective world, pursuing its regular course in space and time independently of any kind of observing subject. This has been the guiding image of modern science. At the other extreme is the idea of a subject, mystically experiencing the unity of the world and no longer confronted by an object or by any objective world. This has been the guiding image of Asian mysticism. Our thinking moves somewhere in the middle, between these two limiting conceptions. We should maintain the tension resulting from these two opposites. Werner Heisenberg, 1974.
Awesome. So here we're gonna go ahead and check out this tutorial end. So this is where you learn about the dots. So if you do this, yeah, obviously you can't just solve it like that. So you must get dots. And you must not mess up how you get dots. There we go. Oh, it's not quite the same thing. It's similar though. There we go. And then we have the double here again. I don't think we can start there, so I think we start there. We have triple starting spots. So now it's teaching you about that you have multiple starting spots and things that you can do. If we start here, we must go here and there. So we can't start here. So we must start here. There we go. Any other hidden things there? I don't think so. You see like underneath the boards. Oh, it's just dirt. Alright. They just seemed very hollow. Alright, what are we at for time? 25 minutes. I mean, that's pretty good. I think we'll leave it at this crossroad here. Well, kind of crossroad. You can kind of see the road there. You can see where the road starts again. And make a decision of either following the path that way, or following the path this way, towards the cherry blossoms or towards that dock. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are finding this enjoyable. Like I said, it's a new series for me. Thank you, Jer. New game that I've played a little bit before. I've seen playthroughs of, so I know about quite a lot of the game, but it's been a few years since I've even watched a playthrough of this. So I've forgotten a decent amount of things, and all the puzzles are like brand new to me again. I remember concepts, but I don't remember how to solve every single thing. And we'll see some cool things along the way. So again, thank you again so much for watching and supporting the channel. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.